See, when we see the word old, usually we think of like growing old or something's not usable, or we're gonna have to fix it and change it out because it's so old. But that is right. But I'm talking about stuff when it gets old, like you're tired of it, you know, not from it being old age or worn out. It's just, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You get fed up of certain things, and you get tired of doing it. So it just becomes old, and it's good if you get tired of the same old stuff, you know. That means you won't change, and that's good. And, you know, when we're trying to build up with Jesus, a lot of our bad habits that we think that's sinful and not good, we get old of it and we don't want to do it no more because it don't even mean anything to us, you know, man. It gets just old, and then we want to switch it out, which is good as well, though, you know. That means you want to change. That means, and that's the first step, is wanting to change your old ways and your patterns. Not everybody wants to continue to keep sinning. It gets old after a while. We got some verses, though. I gotta look for them. So we got 2 Corinthians, oh man, where's this at, bro? Second Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. We got Colossians. We got Colossians 3. Colossians 3, verse 9 through 10. Do not lie to one another, since you have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, who is renewed in knowledge according to the image of him who created him, where there is neither Greek nor Jew, that don't really matter, circumcised nor uncircumcised, barbarian, Scythian, slave nor free, but Christ is all in all. So it's like put on a new man who is renewed in knowledge according to his image, because you put off the old man with his deeds, like you're putting off the old sinful nature and everything that's about you. Proverbs 14:14. The backslider in heart will be filled with his own ways, but a good man will be satisfied from above. And then we got Isaiah 55:2. Why do you spend money for what is not bread, and your wages for what does not satisfy? Listen carefully to me and eat what is good, and let your soul delight itself in abundance. Incline your ear and come to me, hear, and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, the sure mercies of David. So, and then we got Ecclesiastes 2. Somewhere right here. There we go. Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verse 11. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had done, and on the labor in which I had toiled, and indeed all was vanity and grasping for the wind. There was no profit under the sun. So, you know, all the verses, they see, like, you know, that's vanity of pleasure. Because someone realize all the sin they're doing, everything that's going on in their life, bro. When they find out that it's not satisfying their life, they're only chasing like the goodness because of what sin brings, and then they get Jesus in their life. They find out they can have the same thing, a different nature with Jesus, though, you know. And they find out, and he just finds out that nothing is it. Because see, it goes together. Even if we're sinning and doing everything, even when we're Jesus building up and getting a good life, we can't take none of it with us. We're just building up our riches for when we get to heaven. We won't be able to take any of it with us, and that's the thing. And you know, some people get old of their sinful nature because they want to be able to build themselves up for when they go to heaven, for the riches that they store up there while we're down here on earth. Though it's good if you get tired of stuff. That's freaking good. But even though you're tired of it, don't mean you can get away from it. You just got to ask for help, and you got to seek and pray. And it means letting go of things, getting away certain things. That doesn't mean keep running right back to the same thing. Even though if you got away from the people, but you're still involved in the circle around it, that means you're still around it. That means you're not strong enough because you're teasing and tempting yourself. It like certain things like that, you know. Well, obviously, you know, if you're around the same neighborhood and work around people getting drugs from, but you still go in the same neighborhood hanging out with people and stuff, but you're not doing the drugs. That's not getting rid of it. That's still staying around the same thing, though, you know. Like, it's just certain little things like that, like old habits. Even, not saying like old habits like cussing and like wanting to fight people or like toting guns and stuff like that. You get old of that. You get tired of that stuff, you know. It's just not sinful nature to get you in trouble with certain little things, though, too, you know. You can change it, though, which is really good if that's how anybody feels, though. But I got this, though. It says, we are 1 second alive when we come out the womb. As the years go by, we go up in age until we turn old. On that walk, we realize some of our ways aren't really satisfying, so we try to change our ways, realizing that our sinful ways turn us cold, bringing forth inward love. Once we realize it turning good, it becomes old. As once you find Jesus or continue walking with him, you learn yourself some things making you want to better your life and strive. You then have to sell yourself on wanting to change it and say, I'm sold. I want better because this is old. We learn to change our lives, wanting better, getting that lifestyle way, changing our thinking and ways, getting that fire inside our soul, getting bold, taking control of your life, making it better once you realize some things are old. But then you can finally see, though, you know, it's because all your sinful ways, everything you're doing, it's just what you love to do. You're only thinking about yourself, and you know, sometimes that's not really good, though, because it's only bringing pleasure and love to yourself. It's not bringing no one else love. They don't know it. They just like to see you get down. When it comes to certain things, not everybody does, but when it comes to certain things, though, you know, and like you have to sell yourself on it. Even though you think it's old, you actually have to want it. Like, get sick and tired of being sick and tired of it. Like, bro, I'm tired of this, bro. I know I'm done with this, bro. Any chance I get, I'm gonna get away from it. You gotta like sell your own self on that. It's old and you're done with it. And then that's another step. That means you know you're ready when you can sell your own self on it and get away from it. That means you're doing really good. You know. And once you learn this old and change your life, you got to think, though, what it can do to you if you get rid of that old habit or that lifestyle or that sin you're doing, you know, like rekindling that fire inside of you, you know. Because sometimes you can lose your spark on old habits and stuff, and then sometimes you ever sit and think and get that good feeling inside. You're like, bro, imagine if I didn't do this, and like you get all happy inside, and you're like, and it makes you feel like you're on top of the world, even if it lasts for 5 minutes. That's like rekindling your soul. And you know, that's the thing, though. You just take control of your life and your old habits and bad habits and get it out of your life, though, you know. And once you start doing that, you'll start finally seeing it. Once you start seek Jesus and get him in your life and start getting all the old habits and praying, it might not happen overnight. Some get it faster than others, but slowly but surely, the more and more you get it out of your life, the more and more that you move forward and you'll see the goodness and the abundance that Jesus brings. You know, all the sacrifices and stuff that you don't gotta trust me. You don't have to believe me. You don't even have to take my word for it. It's just those that have walked the walk and seen it, they've learned. It's not overnight. It's not a week. It's not days. It's not months. It's just whenever you're ready and Jesus has it for you. Jesus always has something for you. You'll know when it's of Jesus when you finally get there. You'll know the feelings. That really it. I know I keep them really short though, but that's it on old.